Let's head to University Park.
Yeah!
First of all, how you feel about being selected and where you're going?
Well, we're happy to be in the tournament, that's for sure, but we're hoping to be at home. It didn't happen. I'm not quite sure the reasons why, but we're ranked 13th, which is great. I think our chances are pretty good in the region we have. There's some good teams in there, Penn State. I know Fordham has a very good pitcher. I don't know much about the other team at all, so we'll do some discovering. We're out there trying to find out what's happening, what they've done, who they've played, and what we need to do.
What do you do now? You start making phone calls, acquiring video?
Well, yeah, we will. We'll start doing that for sure, and you know, trying to figure out you know, some scouting reports on their teams. You know, the best thing we can do, and just call people who have played.
How much disappointment in not hosting?
Quite disappointed, actually. I really thought we would have a shot there. I thought that. You know, I don't know why. Again, I don't know the reasons. I don't know if it was because of our stadium is not up to par or what it is. You know, the seating confines or whatever. But fairly disappointing because it's hard on our players. You know, having to miss school and travel and everything else. So it is disappointing. But you know what? It is what it is, and we have to go out there and just make the most of it.
Now this year, where you've won 9 out of your last 12, how do you feel about your team going into the postseason?
Oh, we seem to be peaking at the right time. We're getting different people stepping up all the time. I want to get a weekend though where everybody steps up, and maybe this is what we're going to do in the regional again, like we did last year at Georgia Tech. And we need to take that. Hopefully, get good pitching, good defense, and some timely hitting.
How do you approach the postseason? Any differently than the regular season?
Not necessarily. I mean, the biggest adjustments are with time and weather and everything else like that. So if we're way on the East Coast, we're going to try and leave Tuesday to give another extra day to get acclimatized. You know, that's the best we can do, really. But the game's the same. It's still 60 feet turn left. It's 43 feet pitching distance. We're not going to make it any bigger than what it is. If we play our game of softball, we'll be in with a shot, and that's what we want to do.
How about the facilities at Penn State? Know anything about them?
I don't, actually. I don't know anything about them. We haven't played either team in the last 2 years, any one of those teams, so we know nothing about them at all.
Mike, were you confident that you were going to host? I mean, were you given any indication, or I mean, was it just a sense you had that you guys had a pretty good shot?
I wasn't given any indication at all, and I came into it pretty blind, actually. So, but you know, I felt that you know, with Washington, you know, having lost to an unranked team this last weekend, you know, they've had a bit of a swoon the last few weeks, and we've been playing pretty well. We won 4 out of the last you know, 4 series in the last 4 weeks. I thought we'd shown we deserved to host. It didn't happen, and I don't know the reasons why, but hopefully we can find out sometime so we can make an adjustment and get a host, because I can't remember the last time we hosted, if we ever have.
How much better prepared are you guys going into the tournament this year as opposed to last year?
Oh, you know, that's tough to say. I know we're fairly healthy. You know, there's nobody really banged up, which is good. You know, but we're going to work hard. I think we've seen some really good pitching in the Pac-10. Jolene Henderson, Dallas Escobedo, Tegan Gerhardt. You know, we didn't see Kenzie Fowler, but there's some great pitching in the Pac-10, and of course that prepares us for the postseason, having played such tough teams and tough pitching.
Do you feel the way that outfield is now that you guys could have hosted there?
We could have. We put a bid in. We were going to get bleachers put in the outfield to expand the capacity. I think it would have been a great place to host. You know, it's a beautiful site, but the stadium just isn't stadium friendly. You know, for fans and everything, and even the lights may be a little bit low for TV if they wanted to host TV there. I'm not sure, but again, I don't know the reasons.
How about in the bottom side of your bracket? You got UCLA down there. Surprised to see that.
Well, they actually stacked 5 Pac-10 teams on the one side of the bracket, so they must want to get rid of some of the Pac-10 teams. But yeah, I'm a little surprised to see UCLA on that side. You know, again, it would be another East Coast trip. If we happen to win and Florida wins their bracket, it'd be back out to Florida. I don't know who would get the super regional if Florida missed out. I don't know who would get that, but it is a long way to go. We'll see what happens.
Do you feel like your tough regular season and conference play kind of prepares a Pac-10 team better for tournament play like that?
I definitely think so. I mean, you know, we play 3 games every weekend. It's basically what we got to do out there is go win 3 games. Of course, you know, we got to win 3, not just win a series and win 2. We got to win 3. So that's our goal, to go out there and play hard and do it best we can.
What about just the feeling, last year you were wondering if you were going to get in, and this year, to know? I mean, obviously, even if you got to go on the road again, this is a huge step for you guys.
It is, and that's what we got to do is make sure our program gets a little bit better each year. If we're closer to hosting this year, then mission accomplished in some respects. But we've got to go out there now and try and make the College World Series by winning the regional, then again the Super Regional. There's some tough teams in there. They're all good at this stage. So, but hopefully our experiences from last year will help us compete and do better this year.
Is there any extra motivation in not getting the host?
Not necessarily. I mean, the game's the same. I don't think that's what it's going to be about. Right now, it is what it is. Like I said, there's nothing we can do about it. It's uncontrollable. Right now, our focus is to go out there and play the best softball we can.